Okay, so we are hitting shoulders today. We are leading this exercise routine with 4 sets of bent over rear dumbbell flies. This first set will include 25 reps at 15 pounds to kind of start the blood flow and get it moving around. We like to start off either with side laterals or rear. But today we are starting off with rear deltoid flies, and this will be a rear delt emphasized workout because that tends to be the most neglected area. And also, if you want to talk about width, start with the back. I know it's kind of tricky, but that's the truth. Start with the back and work your way forward. So 15 pounds at 25 reps. Once this set is completed, then we will transition to 25-pound dumbbells, and we will run 20 reps with it starting now. Gonna slide back a little bit, adjust it so we're just kind of hanging off the seal row bench. And that beautiful young lady in the background is my wife getting her or finishing up her morning cardio. I'm going ahead and get into this weight training. She's going to do some legs. You won't really get to see that, but you'll see her kind of floating around in the video a bit. So again, this is 25 pounds, for 20 reps with the dumbbells. We'll transition here to go grab the 35-pound dumbbells, and then we're going to run a set of 15 reps with these, hitting our rear delt flies. Trying to position that just right. Slightly hanging off the row bench there, supporting the head, staying bent over, getting that squeeze at the top. Again, this is 15 reps at 35-pound weight. From here, we will transition to the 45-pound weight, where we would do 10 reps of the bent over dumbbell flies. Make sure we get that position just right and attack it. Making sure we get the proper height and squeeze on the rear delt as we're doing this movement. For the last set, we're gonna go ahead and take a big jump. We're gonna go to 70s. So this is like max load here. We've got plenty of blood in there. The 70 pounds definitely a tough deal, but hey, you gotta get it. So we're gonna run an additional 10 reps with it, going hard while dieting. As you can see, there were some pauses in there because, hey, it's 70 pounds, baby, and we're feeling all of that. We'll skip now. We're gonna do the rear delt pulls here on the pec deck, single arm movements, partially hanging off of the back splash. So we are doing 50-pound weighted pulls for 20 reps, and for the 20 reps, we're gonna go 10 reps with a low grip, then 10 reps from the high grip, to total it, to change the angle slightly on the movement to make sure that we're covering that entire rear delt and getting the maximum amount of stimulus out of it. For this movement, we also run 4 sets of these, but once we get to a nice working weight, we will transition and superset that with wide grip seal rows at a constant load that we'll be using over there. Again, with this next set here, we are at 100 pounds. We're still keeping the rep range at 20, starting with a high grip pull, and then we're going to transition to a low grip pull, 10 apiece, 20 reps per side. nice fluid movement. And despite pyramiding the weight, we decided to keep the reps fairly high for this one. I mean, if you can do it, do it. If you need to decrease the reps, decrease the reps. But this movement was feeling so good that we managed to keep the rep range at 20. But then when we transitioned to the superset was 10 reps for 135 on the seal row, wide grip. So that's what we're transitioning to here. So now we're just making this a nice little pump. So we're gonna do some static holds in there, squeezing at the top, those rears, to activate the rear delts and that upper back, tying it all in together nicely. We'll run 10 reps of that, and then transition back over to the rear delt pulls on the pec deck. Now when we go back over there for that next set, the deck will be set at 150 pounds with those single arm rear delt pulls. And again here on the seal rows, these are static holds at the top for 10 reps. You got to, excuse me, I'm a little congested now. The weather's kind of changing here in Georgia, and the allergies are in full effect, so I may sound a little nasally. I was on it. Again, we are at 150 pounds here, single arm. We are doing 10 reps on the high grip, 10 reps on the low grip, for a total of 20 reps per side. Using the offhand, a transition, so we can just keep the movements going. And then a quick spin in the seat. Hanging slightly off the edge, pinching the shoulder on the corner to make sure that we can get maximum stretch. Now you have to determine what that is for you, but for me, with how wide I am and just the structure of the piece, this was like perfect. Again, we're transitioning to the wide grip seal roll, static holds. We're gonna run another set of 10 with those, with the 135 on the bar. Previously, when I did these, I started off with a lower weight and just kind of worked my way up. We were running like 95 pounds and then just kind of going up in 20-pound increments. But hey, previously I did a pulse with 315 row. So hey, these rack pull, these static holds, they pay off one way or another. So we're up in weight now. We're just gonna go ahead and jump on these 135s and just roll with it. Now for the final set of the rear delt pulls on the pec deck, we are at 170 pounds. Unfortunately, this was the second time I had to do this, because the first time I did it, didn't hit record. So this here, this is a real struggle, because this is like the second go around with this weight, and very little rest in here because we're trying to wrap this thing up because we had other things to do today. Again, even at 170 pounds, we kept the rep range at 20 reps with the 10 on the high grip and 10 on the low grip to total the amount of repetitions for us. thing you're going to notice is that you're not really going to see me do side laterals in this particular workout, or uprights or wide uprights, or anything to really kind of target the side deltoid. But that's just for this particular workout. We do hit them. Again, this workout was a rear delt dominant workout, and then we did spend some time on the front delts for load in the dumbbell shoulder presses, and then the dumbbell front raises. Some workouts we're able to get it all in. Other workouts we just kind of go with the flow. And so for this particular one, I had every intention of getting the side lateral movements in, but had a brief interruption with the neighbor. You know, spent some time with family. Hadn't seen them for a while. Had to catch up for a second, so things slowed down a bit. As you can see here, we are super pumped from them seal rolls, the rear delts, and the back and traps. You would have thought I had done shrugs. No shrugs there, baby. Just a workout. So here we are going into our 3 sets of dumbbell presses. We are going to start with 80 pounds. These are adjustable dumbbells here. Love these things. The amount of weight that you can put on them vary, and then just the amount of space that the little bars handle is like nothing. So
come on up in here.
These are set for 1-inch plates, and fortunately for me, I have a plethora of them along with the standard Olympic plates, so this is like perfect. We run this first set of 3. There's my neighbor, my brother. We ran that for 80 pounds for 20 reps. The next set is going to be 100 pounds for 10 reps. Kind of bracing myself for it. Alley-oop. Nice solid presses. Last set is going to be 10 reps for 110 pounds. And then we're going to transition to the front dumbbell raises, which, since we're running these right behind it, the front delts are already taxed. So we're just running 3 sets of 10, pyramiding up in weight. We're not even going super heavy on this, since we've used other movements and other angles to really add weight and attempted to kind of stress out the shoulders with those. So we are going 15 pounds for 10 reps, and then we'll transition to 25 pounds for 10 reps, and then 35 pounds for 10 reps, and then that will complete the workout.
Yeah.